Fly FM.
What's up, guys? Ivan for Fly FM, all the way in Singapore here with the one and only James Arthur. Cue sound effects, applause. Woohoo! Woo! Great show last night, by the way, James.
Thanks,
we had
man.
a great time at 1880. And I want to first of all start off by congratulating you on the Up Close and Personal tour. Congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
Did you have a good time on the tour? What did you learn? I mean, this is a huge tour this time around.
Yeah, I had a good time. I learned a lot, actually. I learned that the new album is good to play live. That's cool. And the UK crowds were fun. And yeah, man, just the whole thing went great. I think it's the first tour I've ever done where from start to finish we had a good, great shows the whole time, man. It's good.
I mean, no rest for you, because up next is the arena tour as well. And the last time you did this, you sold out literally every single show. So what are you looking forward to this time around? How's it going to be different for you?
I think it's time for us to up the scale of the production and make it even more engaging than it was last time. Last arena tour we did, it was all about the live band. We spent all the money on the band. We made it like a 10-piece band, and it was all completely live, no click tracks or anything. It was quite a pioneering thing that we did. Nobody really does that anymore. So it's not pioneering, and people used to do it, but it was just it was a very musical show. And this time I'd I'd obviously have that aspect, but also a lot of visuals and a lot of stuff that people can feel engaged by.
I want to also bring up that in about a couple of weeks it's going to be 7 years since the X Factor. So
Yeah.
did you think back? Has it crossed your mind firstly? Does it cross your mind every time December rolls around? Hey man, it's about that time when it happened.
No, it feels like another lifetime ago, really. I try to look forward and I try not to look back.
All right, speaking of looking forward, the new album is out, and you've mentioned that these are experiences not particularly from yourself. I want to start with the songwriting process. You've been pretty open about how you traveled overseas to LA. Even one of your songs, Quite Miss Home, is about that as well. What have you picked up from it so far? Was this an experience you think, it was a great experience, I'm going to do this again?
No, yeah, I love traveling now. I now live this sort of gypsy lifestyle where I'm just moving around all the time. I don't actually know what to do when I'm at home now. I don't know what sitting still is a difficult thing for me to do because I'm so used to moving around. And I love it. I love it now. I mean, when you're making a record, it can be quite a lonely place. Like touring with the band and playing shows, that's a completely different thing. But yeah, when you're making a record and you know that the end goal is quite a way off, you can free fall a little bit, and you can lose sight of what it is that you're actually doing and what you want to do, and there's a lot of second guessing when you're making a record, and it can be quite a lonely and isolating place. But that's the fight of making art, I suppose. That's the battle. You got to go through those obstacles, and at the time that's what I was going through when I wrote Quite Miss Home, and I was like, man, I actually don't know what it feels like, to feel that, I haven't felt that for a while. That's what inspired the song.
So yeah, you picked that as one of the songs as well. I mean, are you the type of person in an album or any work, a body of art that you've done, you have favorites?
Yeah, I suppose so. I suppose it is one of my favorites, but I think, there's a few there's a few that I wrote towards the end of the album making process. One called Fall. One called Unconditionally. They were sort of a bit of a throwback to how I used to write when I didn't have a record label and stuff, and I didn't really give a about the rules and stuff. You know what I mean? They feel like I tapped back into maybe a bit more of a raw version of me as an artist. I like that.
And one of the things I picked up from the album on the first listen when it first came out, the attitude right off the bat, right off the top of the album is different. Was it a conscious thing? Did you want to bring a different attitude to it? I mean, you're very well known as one of the best songwriters in the world. Pulling emotions, that's what you do really well. Is this going to be sort of a new direction for you? Have you thought about it consciously, or are these just results of this is how I'm feeling now when I wrote the song?
The thing is the songs that people might hear of me that are on the on the radio, they're kind of I'm kind of getting known as a guy who does ballads, but I kind of that's not me at all, really. That's kind of one little part of what I do, and I started out being in rock bands and listening to people like Blink-182 and Nirvana and these kinds of guys, and that's where that's what got me into music. I wanted to be the front man of a rock band, and when I went out on the road, when I go out on the road with my band, there's a few ballads now, like, because that's what the radio want, and you kind of have to cater to you know, certain things. And when you have a song like Say You Won't Let Go, you know, people expect you to reproduce that. It's a classic thing of like people want to hear the same stuff. So, but that can be a bit like you have to have songs that are good to play live as well. And like, I thought You was the perfect track to like kick off the album with a bang, and it would kick off the live shows as well, and would allow me to like show some rap and some you know, some of my more rocky influences as well.
Yeah. In an interview, you mentioned that growth, and then jokingly you mentioned money as your goals for 2019. Did you achieve them, you think?
Money. I've made some money. I've made some money. Yeah, it's been fine.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm a lot better off than I used to be. I can look after my family. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, man. Getting a few fat checks here and there.
I mean, we've got our eye on 2020 now, of course. Do the goals stay the same? Has it changed for you?
The goals for me, it's cliche. Like, I think it's do you know what? I'm taking things day by day. I think that's the way to do it. Is like what makes me happy today, and like managing that kind of stuff. You know, like try not to look too far into the future. I know I'm going to be on the road for the next year, and just hope that I can stay healthy, and that's and those shows go well, and people have a good time when they come to my shows.
Yeah, I mean, we wish you the best of health as well. Congratulations again on the success. You received the triple platinum here in Singapore yesterday. Great awards, great accolades for Say You Won't Let Go, the new album. Lots of great stuff as well.
Fly FM, today's hottest music.